third grade. So I am here today to show you how to start sketching some ideas for your Mario landscapes. It is completely up to you which way you want to hold your paper. It can be vertical or horizontal. I like the idea of doing it like the screen of the television. So I'm going to be doing mine horizontal. And I took a piece of computer paper and I just cut it in half. One side I'm going to use for my sketch, which is kind of like my plan. And next week I'll use the other side for my final drawing. So it is supposed to be a simple sketch. This should not be taking you more than a few minutes. You can do one sketch on the front to get an idea of what you might want to do, and then another sketch on the back. The idea is to create overlapping for layers. So you want to start with things in your foreground first. And in a Mario landscape, you almost always see the ground line first. This could be the ground line of a forest. This could be a ground line of a hill scene, one of those box scenes that you see in Super Mario 3, an underwater scene. It is completely up to me. The cool thing about Mario is it uses a lot of simple shapes. So in Super Mario World 3, we saw all of those rectangular boxes, and I can just start by drawing rectangular boxes. You want to have at least 3 layers of overlapping, so put things in front of other things. Maybe there's a smaller ledge or something down here. And if there is overlapping, there would not be any of the see-through places. So I could go back in and erase that with my pencil and get that idea. Then maybe behind this, I see one of those giant hills. And Mario either has hills that have stripes on them or polka dots. I can make it look however I want. The idea is I take my time and just kind of get some ideas out. Maybe over here I have one of those mushroom platforms, and then maybe I have a row of boxes that look like bricks. Now remember, it's just a sketch, so I'm doing a very quick, simple idea. This is starting to look a lot like a Mario landscape. I need to add maybe some clouds up here. Mario likes to have little faces on the clouds. You can even overlap and have clouds behind clouds. Maybe clouds are going behind this. And sometimes Mario has that little character, Lakita, with his goggles up in the sky ready to throw a bomb. So notice I did that very quick, very simple. I've got at least 3 layers of overlapping. I've got layers behind layers. You can even add additional spaces where maybe there's a giant hill that goes behind everything, and it's starting to look like a real Mario space. The last thing I want to do is just kind of sketch in character placement, which I kind of have a Lakita up here. And maybe I want to add a little Goomba, and notice I'm doing it very simple shapes just so I can get an idea of what's happening. I, of course, want to put my main character in here somewhere, but since this is a sketch, I'm just going to put an oval where he should be, and I can write Mario. This kind of gives me my plan. I can also, on the back, sketch out a totally different scene. Maybe in this one, I want to do one of those underwater Mario scenes. And in some of those underwater Mario scenes, you still have things like blocks in the water that Mario can bump and hit into. But there might be a piece of seaweed that comes up and goes behind that block. Maybe it's a big piece of seaweed. Maybe there's one of those big spiky fish. Notice I'm doing this very fast. So it doesn't even have to look like the real thing for now. It's just getting an idea of what I want in here. Sometimes in the background, there might be a piece of coral sticking up and going up and behind other places. Maybe behind that, there are additional fish hiding out behind the plants or behind the coral, so you can have overlapping with the characters itself. Maybe you have bubbles that are floating and there might be overlapping bubbles, so you can put bubbles behind bubbles. You might have Mario in his frog suit, quickly sketching him out. He's going to be swimming over here. Here's his big nose and his mustache. So I know it's Mario. I can even label it. Your idea is to practice your overlapping, getting those 3 or more layers of things behind things. And it is a sketch. Don't spend forever on this. It's a small idea starter just to kind of get your idea started. If you wind up not liking any of these, you can always go back and use another blank piece of paper and start again.